Hey, this is a Texas Connection, and thought I'd make a quick video, or I don't know if it's going to be quick, and it might even be part one, or it might be part two, I don't know. But I'm going to address some videos that I've seen. TG made a video, a coffee video this morning, or yesterday morning. It's already about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning now. And then I see that there was some videos from another person, and he always talks about, well, name names. Well, I'm going to name some names. I'm talking about Refereeville. And on this video, since I'm naming names, I'm going to talk about Uncle. I'm going to talk about Romby, that jackass over there in Georgia. I'm going to talk about that big mouth in Illinois, that young punk kid, Joe Petrucci. And who knows, I might mention some other people. I don't know. First of all, I see Ref making some videos. Going back, not today or yesterday, but the day before, he made a video talking about, let's see, what was it about the, he was talking about the guys from Boston, and saying that, well, you know, there's only 2 or 3 original guys from Boston, and the other guys are calling themselves, why would they wear a shirt saying the guys from Boston this and the guys from Boston that? Well, Ref, let me tell you, go fuck yourself. First of all, have you ever heard, you might not know this, man, but there's, and hey, I just said fuck yourself. It might get flagged. I don't give a damn. I got sub accounts. I'll create more sub accounts. I don't give a damn. And then that jackass in Georgia talks about, I seen the comment he left, there's some civilness and all this and that. Well, you know what? Fuck civilness. You guys are bringing it to us, and I'm coming back on y'all. So if he don't like it, Romby, you hear me, Romby? I don't give a damn if you like it or you don't. I'm letting you know what I think. So take it any way you fucking please. I've had it with you guys. You talk about that the guys from Boston, you know, you got guys over there, they're not even from Boston. Well, you know what? TG, Ralph got together and worked it out that they were going to create chapters. And when I was asked to come in, I was asked to be representative of the Texas chapter. And then we had California. We had Canada. Well, I think it was Canada next, and then California. Then we had Arizona. And then we had that dumbass, what was his name, Butt Smell, that started the Nomad channel. And yeah, I said dumb. I said I was going to add other people maybe, and his name just came up. Whether he likes it or not, I don't give a damn. Butt Smell came in under the Nomad. And then we had New York chapters. So, yeah, it's a name. The guys from Boston. Get it through your head, Ref. I'm getting kind of fed up with you guys coming around butting into stuff that's not even none of your concern. You're not a part of it. You know, you were asked to come into the guys from Boston. You refused. You said you want to be independent. You got all of YouTube. We got this little circle here. Well, guess what? Why are you fucking with this little circle here then? If you don't like it, get out. Go on with the rest of YouTube. I mean, we talked to Uncle. He said, you will go our way, you go your ways. I made a comment to you saying, or I guess it was a PM, I don't even remember now, telling you, Ref, that, hey, you know, let's call it quits between us. You know, you say, well, you know, because of them, you know, because of my associations and all that. Yeah, I disassociated myself with you when you started that bullshit about the Oregon guy. Before then, you know, I didn't really cut you off. I had cut Uncle and them off before anything happened between us, before we even started fighting, because that's shit that I seen Uncle doing. And like I've always said, nobody tells me who I'm going to be friends with. TG doesn't tell me who I'm going to be friends with. I don't tell TG who to be friends with. We don't tell any of the guys from Boston who they're going to be friends with. Everybody does their own thing. And I do my own thing. And I cut him off. I blocked him. I cut him off of my Stickum. Because I didn't go for that shit. And it all started back long ago. And he can say any goddamn shit he wants to say. That it started off with TG said this and TG said that, and with the recordings. Okay, prove it. Where are the recordings? I've seen on Stickum that whoever's hosting, when somebody's doing a video recording, that person will light up in the little square where their pictures, that a little light will show up on the corner. And I seen that with you, Ref. And I told TG and I believe it was Messenger Larry. I can't remember who all was in the room at the time. And I said, you know, that light is blinking. I think that he's recording us. And if you don't believe me, ask TG, ask them other guys. I mentioned it back then. You know, whether it was you or not, I don't care. If it's there, prove it, Uncle. Bring it out in the open. Let's find out who and what was said. Because as far as I know, nothing was said until that little round circle with a red line, you know, red circle with a red line coming through it over the colors of the guys from Boston. That's when you started being talked about. And so what the hell is going on with Uncle? So as far as I'm concerned, that's when that shit started with your name coming up. And I'll be the first to admit it, because I would ask, I mean, what is with this? You know, what's going on? So you could try to color code any goddamn thing you want to, Uncle. I don't give a damn. I told you before, I don't run from nobody and I don't scare off. You don't intimidate me one bit. And you know, hey, we called it a quits. You know, you and TG made a truce. You even said you go, you know, Texas could go his way, I'll go mine. I said, that sounds good. I had a video fixing to come out. When I seen that video you made, I didn't even put it on. I said, you go your way, I'll go mine. It ended. But now somebody sends me a thing that says you made a video on some other channel. It wasn't WildTube, it was another channel. I seen it, and you're saying, well, I guess Texas wants to continue this stuff on because of stuff that he's saying. Well, let me tell you something, Uncle. Just like I back up TG, when somebody starts some shit with him, I'm going to back up any one of the guys from one of our brothers, and any of the chapters that we have, whether it be the UK group, California, Canada, New York, whatever. Now, on, what's his name, Shotgun's video, you made a comment, Ref made a comment about the guys from Boston and that Zoolander ought to leave the guys from Boston, that he's no good for the group. Well, let me tell you something, Uncle, and I'm telling you too, Ref, you ain't got no business with the guys from Boston. You were asked to come in, Ref, you chose not to come in. Uncle, you chose to leave on your own. So you're no part of the guys from Boston. You left, you ain't got no say-so on who should stay or who should not go. Your opinion is, I don't give a damn about your opinion. None of the guys from Boston gives a damn from anything of your opinion. So yeah, when I see comments like that, I'm going to make a comment. If you don't like it, quit leaving comments about any of the guys from Boston, and I won't say nothing. And let me tell you something else. As far as talking to your wife, I see these comments where you guys, your buddies are talking to my wife. I haven't said anything to your wife. I made what is it? What's it called? I sent a friend's request to her, and I put a subscribe to her channel. And I did that when all this shit was going on between us, just to put a thorn in your side. Now, since then, she has left me one channel comment on my page. I didn't delete it. I haven't responded to it. She has sent me one private PM introducing herself to me, and I have never responded back to her. So I don't know where you're getting off that I'm talking to her. If that's what you're thinking, you're wrong. Ref, you talk about that because of your association, that with them. No, it wasn't them. It was the Oregon guy. I don't know if I even talked about that yet. That's the reason that I blocked you, because I didn't go for the bullshit you were pulling with TG. Because I backed my brothers. Ref, on your video, man, you talk about that, or I see comments, comments. You talk about on kind of trying to be a smart ass. Well, what do they have to hide? Why are they having to mute their mics? Are y'all dumbasses or what? Do y'all already forgot that when you're on Stickum, we mute our mics, not because we're hiding anything, but because there's an echo. Y'all remember that shit? That's why. So don't come out trying to make yourselves look, oh, they're trying to hide something. No, we did it because there's an echo if you don't mute your mics. So we're not trying to hide anything. And as far as talking about Uncle, we didn't talk about Uncle until he put that red circle on the Guys from Boston logo. That's when we started saying what was up with Uncle. If you don't believe me, ask any of the other guys that were around and the Guys from Boston back then. So I'm getting tired of the fucking bullshit. Y'all are sticking your nose where it don't belong. You're not a part of the Guys from Boston. Why are you trying to butt your nose into it? You, Romby comes up with that bullshit, leaving his little comments around, you know, trying to kind of sugarcoat it or put codes on there and the well, you know who he's talking about. And yeah, I've done it in the past. I'll be the first to admit, you know, that's why you made the video, Ref. Name names. But I said it in such a way that whoever I was talking about knew who I was talking about. But now, I see your point. I'm naming names. I'm talking about Romby now. He's got a big mouth and needs to mind his own business. I mean, a big nose, I should say. He's sticking it where it don't belong. Romby ain't got no business with the Guys from Boston, so he shouldn't even try to get in our business. And as far as being civil, he wants to be civil. Tell him to stop leaving them comments around about the Guys from Boston and what we should do and what we should do. And let me, oh man, his last video about clarification. Let me tell you something, Romby. The Guys from Boston speak their mind. We don't need any clarification from you to say, well, I'm getting clarification about why we do this or why we said this. We said it because we know what we're talking about. And I don't give a fuck if it offends Uncle, Ref, you, that big mouth out of Illinois, what's his name, that young punk Joe Petrucci. I don't give a damn. And now I'm gonna go off and say this to Uncle. Uncle, I tried to make it this year, but I wasn't able to. Hopefully, this next year, I will be in Boston. I'm going to try my best to make it to Boston this next year. And if something comes up that I might can make it before the end of the year, I will be there before the end of the year, but it don't look like it's going to be able to happen. But I'm letting you know right now, I will be in Boston, hopefully this next year, and I will make a video letting you know when I'm going to arrive in Boston. Now, you made a comments about your dogs come to you. Well, I Google mapped it. It's about 2,000 miles from Dallas, Texas to Boston. And I'm going to make that 2,000 mile journey. And I've told you before, I don't back down from nobody. And I don't run from nobody, and nobody intimidates me. I don't give a fuck who you know, who you think you know, who you want to know, and what you might imagine in your mind that you are a part of, because I don't see no proof of it. I will be in Boston. I will say it. You can put your videos out, intimidate me, try to intimidate me, that you're going to come see me like you did Larry Lowe. And let's see if after I make that 2,000 mile journey and I tell you that I'm going to be there, why don't you make that few mile journey to come see me when I'm there? Now, let me know in advance and we can go down. Out of respect for TG, his wife, his family, I'll meet you down the street at a gas station, and we could hash it out between ourselves. End or not, I don't know. So I'm going to end it right here. This is the Texas Connection, and I'm keeping it real.